My dears. My beautiful dears. As you know, when there's something important to say, usually a distraction tries to come up. But the message, the download I was getting for you right before coming into your reading was, it's not what it seems. It's not what it seems, collective. And then I was shown a movie that I remember watching as a kid called, was it The Swan Princess? With Odette, Odette, and I forget the prince's name. But I remember that part in the forest when she's turned into a swan and she's flying at him, and he's saying, it's not what it seems, it's not what it seems. You're not. Something about, it's not what it seems. There's like a fog going on. You find yourself needing to tune out the noise, collective. Tune it out. Even if it's there, so what? Even if that distraction is there, it's like you're aware of it, but you're not really, it doesn't have your point of focus. And literally the angel card that I just pulled for you right before coming into your reading says, do not focus on where you have been, but focus on where you are headed. Set your sights on where you're going, not where you've been. No need to look at the past. Or it's not so much that there's not a need for it, but there's no need to focus there. Maybe not right now. 222 on the clock, right as I said that. So, choices, decisions. Leaving behind any fear state or victim mentality of needing to regurgitate old messages, outdated messages, same stories. There's something about that. So stories that have been told over and over and over again. Maybe they were impactful at one time, but how are you changing it? Or are you even being allowed to change it? Are you being allowed to change? Yes. The allowance comes from within you. There's nothing holding you back, no one holding you back. There's not a pressure or something outside of you taking this control away from you, although maybe it seems like that. In reality, you know, it's just only about where you give your focus. Blur out the rest. But the rest is a blur. It's a blur. I'm also inspired to use the color orange for you, collective. Literally found an orange feather. I'm trying to think, like, I mean, some people spray paint orange feathers, but of course they're blue. There are birds with orange feathers. So I'm trying to think in my area what birds have orange feathers like this. The only one I can even come close to thinking might have one would be a cardinal, a female cardinal. Cardinal. If that's the case, a female cardinal is a relative, an ancestor. Could be a close one in spirit, a loved one, family member. I know who that would be for me, in which case I know several people who that might be. But there's something about maybe an ancestor message that wants to reach you right now, collective. An orange color of the sacral chakra. It's about our creativity, sexual energy, our willpower. Now, the solar chakra is really where our willpower comes from. Our powerhouse is in the solar chakra. But maybe you're healing something around a relationship. Maybe it's not what it seems, is the message. Or it's not what it seems to be right now. That doesn't have to be negative. But something's not what it seems to be. Maybe you're picking up on that. I don't want to make your message too long. I just feel one coming in, so let's get a message for the feather. What is the message of the feather, please? Oh. Your animals in spirit are safe and well and are showering you with their love. Oh, your spirit animals. Some of you who've lost animals this year, or I don't know why I said this year, or if you've lost animals recently, you know who they are, or if you've lost any animals, period. Stop worrying, your desires are manifesting. There you go. Also, stop worrying, collective, your desires are manifesting. Your animal spirits are safe and well and showering you with their love. It's beautiful. I have a feeling many of you will know who that is or what that is for you. Your animals want you to know that they are safe and that they love you. That's beautiful. That's great. Okay, well. Let us not waste any time. Which one? The after. Yeah. We're going to focus on the after. There are 3 decks that complement each other in this particular design. We have the before tarot, the tarot, and then the after tarot. I'm inspired to use the after tarot because I have a feeling we want to focus on the end result of a situation. Not be caught up in necessarily what's going on around you. Although, take it as it see fits. If you can imagine the end result, using your imagination to see that and focus there and just vibrate there even for 17 seconds. I think, Abraham Hicks talks about that. I'm sorry for those of you who've never studied Abraham or what the case may be. I grew up on Abraham Hicks. They were my go-to first introduction to the law of attraction, the law of anything, frankly. I just got the name Sarah. Abraham Hicks has a set of books called the Sarah books. Really inspirational. Sarah means princess. Princess. You're a princess. Someone's a princess here. Someone's name could have been Princess. Maybe your pet. Oh, look! You have the Empress and the World. Wow. Your animals in spirit. You've reached the end, right? The after. But it's only after. After is a beginning. It's a cycle. And also Swan's here. In front of her, swans. Odette was turned into a swan, and her lover did not recognize her. She only turned back into her true form at night, right? Someone didn't choose you initially, or someone loved you for the wrong reasons, or wanted you for the wrong reasons, or didn't know why they wanted you at all. They just thought you were a prize, something like that. A princess. The Swan Princess, yes. Okay. Makes me want to go down memory lane. This is not my idea of fun. Yeah. They didn't like each other as kids growing up. I was inspired to watch the other day. I was inspired to watch Grease. And interestingly enough, there was a character that was hidden the whole time within that musical. That didn't stand out even till the very end. They still made fun of him at the very end. Before, I would have identified heavily with Sandy, or maybe Rizzo, you know, or that. I don't know, there's something about watching it this time, it's like, God, I don't identify with any of these guys. I love the music, you know, but their stories, it's like, yeah, I can see myself already having lived every single one of those, and that would have been enticing to me as a kid, and I can see the ways it would have been, and I don't know, maybe you're looking at a relationship style differently, maybe you're looking at what you used to be attracted to in relationships differently. Now you're noticing, you know, I want the person who stands on their own, isn't afraid to stand on their own, or be different, or it's maybe not everyone's first choice, that sort of thing. A swan isn't beautiful necessarily when it's younger, right? It grows into its beauty. So some of you are late bloomers where that's concerned. Do you even want to come? Queen of Cups? Connect to your emotions. Be patient. Drink your water. Also, someone's a singer. Maybe music is just really, really relative to you right now. Music in general. Like, theme songs. They're speaking to you. Your ancestors are speaking to you through song. Through song. Maybe your lovers are too. Or to be. Who knows? Alright, show me, what are we working with here? What's the situation for the collective? We have, a passed down loved one, an ancestor, the Four of Swords. Absolutely. You're honoring a passed down loved one. They're honoring you. They want you to know that they're here. Maybe you put flowers on someone's grave recently. I'm getting an image of that. They're around, someone in spirit, or an animal in spirit. Either way. The action you're taking right now, collective? Whoa. Four of Cups. We are dumping that cup straight out, aren't we? We are dumping this offer straight out. Someone you haven't spoken to in a while could be reaching out to you. Maybe that's they're buzzing around you. I'm getting an image of like a bee buzzing. Maybe you've been seeing more bugs lately. We're beginning our move into springtime. You're seeing there's a lot of buzzing activity. There's activity around you, right? Yeah. A lot of activity. Oof. Where not to focus. Yeah, I'd say so. Three of Swords. You started off healing, and yet maybe the thought of this thing just still breaks your heart, you know, or this person, or it made some of you connected. Don't be afraid of this, is what I feel the need to tell you. There's so many times that we dismiss this pain that we need to look at. Okay? Now, then maybe that has the message to do with the fog, that many of you have tried to shield out the pain, run from the pain that you need to face. Now the message is look forward, not back. Move in the direction that you're headed. But you can't do that if there's something holding on to your energy like this, collective. You have to not be afraid to address your wounds and heal. Maybe there's someone too that you need to address, even if it's to say goodbye, you know? Something's over. Feels like that. Off to greener pastures now. Look at your number synchronicity here. 3 of Wands. 4, 4, 3, 3. 44 and 33. Okay? Wow. You may want to look up the angel significance of that number, 4433. I'm tempted to do it myself, honestly. Why not? "4433 signifies a message about finding balance between your practical foundation, represented by the 4s, and your creative expression and optimism, represented by the 3s. So yes, creativity, when we think 3, it is about creative. It is the first number of solidity, structure, as well as creativity. 4s are kind of stagnant energy because they don't go anywhere, but they are stable, but they don't move. So what hasn't been moving? Some creative expression that hasn't been moving. Maybe you're trying to move it in another direction and you can't. Maybe you're trying just to find balance with how to move this thing along. Or just how to move on, period. We're thinking about it. Queen of Swords, for sure. We're thinking about it. Inspiration, headed your way. The Ace of Wands. A feather. Okay. An orange feather. With a little spirit animal. A cute little lizard. The lizard is a shapeshifter. So, inspiration. New inspiration will be had. It's like you're given a brilliant new idea. You're transforming, the way you do things are transforming, but it's also like, how do you maybe incorporate the old with the new? Maybe you can't exactly walk away from something completely that you want to walk away from. You've got to bring it with you somehow. Or you want to phase it out. Whatever it is, it's not what it seems. It's not what it seems, collective. I'm going to end your reading here soon, because I know how I get, but I want to tell you, you could be seeing falcons or eagles. There's something about you needing to, how you move towards the future, how you embrace the future. You're ready to go, but it's like the past is still holding on to you, if that makes sense. Collective, I feel like you're ready to go. You're ready to go. What's holding on to you? We have a shapeshifter around? Or you are the shapeshifter? It's like you changed, or people wonder, where did you go? Did you really change? No, you're still here. Clearly, you're still here. You haven't gone anywhere. But you're not showing up the way you used to. Right? You're not showing up afraid. Or the need to do this healing. Maybe many of you have already done. You know when you've healed because you can address this sort of pain without any... It doesn't scare you anymore. When you can actually address it head on. Maybe when you've helped another indication for you. Show me the 4 of Swords, please. 2 of Swords. In between. The 2 of Swords into the 3 of Swords. That's right. The 2, this is the in between. The 2. Okay. There's a cloth here around this 3 of Swords, and look what he's holding here. He's holding the cloth of this woman here. It's like someone's afraid of... No. You're afraid of embracing the pain in your heart. King of Wands. King of Wands into the Page of Wands. Something about a statue being erected. You could be seen in the public eye, or just a fire sign. Maybe you have a child with this person. She's got a child with her. Someone's got to embrace the pain here. It's like ripping a band-aid off, and you kind of got to make the decision. Chariot. Chariot into strength. You gotta literally have the strength to do it. 7. The Sphinx. In the sign of Leo. Could be that fire sign as well. Could be dealing with a Leo. Doesn't matter. Or a Cancer here specifically. The Tower. You know, the universe only presents a tower to us when there's a major foundation, a structure that has to be, even if it's an idea, guys, an idea about ourselves that simply doesn't work anymore. It doesn't. There's a lot of swords here, so I know this is of the mind. This is embracing our own thoughts around an issue. And you've been presented with a tower moment. About a person. The Lovers in reverse. Maybe about a relationship. Someone's looking at what never began. That's what I'm getting. It's not what it seems. It's not what it seems. It's they never made the choice to choose you. Flip and vice versa as you see fit. Maybe you didn't make the choice. You didn't choose someone. You know? Maybe. Could be a Gemini here that you're dealing with. Literally, a Gemini, King of Swords, on the bottom of that. Someone made the choice not to choose. Literally, the literal translation. And the kings in this deck, interestingly, morph back into the pages. And we have transition here, shapeshift energy. The kings The in-between stage moves from the king back to the page. Someone thought that they wanted to stay young forever. They tried to stay ignorant. The Page of Swords doesn't know anything. He doesn't have any answers. He's a seeker. He doesn't know, so what does he do? Typically, he spies, right? He has to go out into the world and figure things out. Someone wanted to be ignorant, and then, or stay ignorant, and then someone found out. Someone found out. Now, put this into any category that it needs to go in. This doesn't necessarily have to be about a relationship. This could be around a thought process, a spiritual belief, a spiritual habit, something. A job. Maybe you thought something was a certain way and it just simply wasn't, okay? But the point is someone made the active decision to remain ignorant, or they wanted to. Or they didn't want to see what was right in front of them until the universe did what? It presented you a tower. It made you see it. Because you can't run from this pain forever and expect to heal. You got these two flipped, honey. You got it all backwards. We don't heal in reverse. But again, stop looking back in the past and focus ahead on where you're going. But how do you do that? Someone is asking. How do you do that when you don't want to grow up? Plant some trees. Plant some trees. 4 of Cups. Oh, but that's boring. That's too much work. I don't feel like it. 4 of Cups. The universe is trying to provide you with a solution, with an opportunity, but you gotta take it. You gotta accept it. You gotta do the work to heal. Now that you know, now that you've been enlightened, what do you do with the knowledge? You have to do the work now. On yourself. That was the point in the whole time. The whole time, collective. Now that you know, bring that focus back in on you to do the work. You put your power outside of yourself for so long. In the hands of another, in the feelings of another, in the choices of another to decide your worth? Fuck that. To decide how worthy you are? Fuck you. Okay? Say it with your chest. Someone treats you like an option, and you're supposed to... what? Don't treat yourself like an option. Now, why did I get angry at you all of a sudden? Not me personally, I'm not angry at you, but I feel that energy. Someone's pissed off at another person. Lack of enthusiasm? Lack of interest? Lack of motivation? Show me the 4 of Cups, please. Lack of give a damn? Okay. Like, what is this? Queen of Coin. Lack of nurture. Lack of care. Some of the single mom out here probably doing it for herself. Honey, you've been doing it for yourself for a long time. Love, nurture, care, provider. You are the provider here. You've been doing it for a while. You're being presented an opportunity. Maybe the opportunity was to provide. The Emperor. Shut up. Shut up! The Emperor knows better. He's playing a dangerous game, isn't he? 10 of Swords. He knows it's over. And there he is, presenting her back this cloth again. Maybe you don't want this love. And be honest. Just be honest about that. And that's something to accept too. We don't see the reversed position. Oh, because someone fell out of love? Well, gotta reverse it on you now, honey. I'm gonna take this Emperor, by the way, since I think he wants to be here. But, or does he? Like, that's kind of the question, right? Let's see. Something is over. 10 of Swords. Yeah, for sure. Now look. Maybe the person... Maybe you were in love with this person and now you're not. Who knows why? Are we allowed to change our mind in this lifetime too? Maybe, again, something's not what it seems. Maybe you thought you were falling in love with a persona, with an archetype of a person, of a character, of a job, of some sort of relationship, right? You thought it was what more than what it was. As with most relationships. Okay? I'm not saying all of them. An eternal sunshine and love and happiness to those who truly find their real partners in this life and know them at first glance. Literally at first glance. Wow. I'm getting that for someone, actually. It's over with this emperor. It's like they're giving you your cloth back. They're giving it back. They want to. They want to give it back. What? Someone took that offer and dumped it right out. Okay. The love offer. Literally, the Ace of Cups. Someone took the Ace of Cups. He's literally dumping out the Ace of Cups. They took this offer and dumped it right out. Who knows all the preparation and time and effort and struggle it took her to fill up that jug, to fill up that Ace of Cups, you know? It was her one ace, her one good cup. She gave it to this person. And what does he do? Dumps it out. Took her love for granted. Jeez. Confirmation with the Page of Wands. Or she. Remember, gender switch the roles here, guys. This is a boggle. I can feel why you're in the in-between, because it's not one of those energies that can just be figured out, guys. This is part of doing the work. Like in any tarot reader that just blows through a reading and doesn't really do the work of trying to, you know, that's just their style. What I'm saying is, if you've clicked off by now, well, then you're kind of acting like these people to begin with. Where's your staying power? Where's your willpower to fight, to be inspired? I don't know what the tarot is going to say. I don't know what this energy is going to say until I see it. And sometimes I don't know. It can flip. It can change. It's changing right now, if you haven't noticed. It's kind of doing whatever the fuck it wants. Okay? It's not my job to control it. It's my job to respond. Not react. To respond. Okay? To interpret. Someone's love got taken for granted. Truth. Ace of Swords. Truth. Okay? Got taken for granted. And now we're cutting ties. Some of you might literally need to do a cord cutting. Or feel like you need to, whatever. If you need to, you need to. Ooh. The World again? And the Fool, what was it? The World, yeah. Literally, they're doing a cord cutting. See? They've created their sacred circle and shield, and they're going to perform an ending. A cord cutting in the light of the moon. Sure are. Yes, they are. You're putting, like, you can't take the past with you into this new beginning. Where are you? You're at the edge of this dock, getting ready to jump, getting ready to take the leap into a new world. A new world, or a different world. A world that's upside down or different. I'm getting like an inverse, like a parallel reality, but flipped on its head. Whatever pain this was is cycling out. It's not going with you into the future, but you've learned, it's like you've learned the lesson of the Three of Swords. It's a big lesson, guys. It's a big lesson. The Three of Swords, that ain't no joke, you know? That ain't no joke. And anyone who's truly been through it, you know who you are. You've been through it, okay? And when you succeed and conquer the energy of the Three of Swords, good on you. What a thing to do, honestly. What a thing. Now, do you wear this thing as a badge of honor? For those of you who are truly healed, probably not. No, it's not something you wear as a badge of honor, because that would mean more healing more than likely would need to take place. Because when you wear your pain as a badge of honor and you flaunt it around to make other people have to look at it and stare at it, know what I went through, well, how healed are you? I know really what you're saying is I want to heal, but you're trauma dumping, in other words, to do it. And when I say trauma dumping, I mean you could be regurgitating things of the past onto people who had nothing to do with your pain. And for some of you, for many of you, this was a pain that you inflicted on yourself in some form or fashion. So it's not their responsibility to deal with it. It's yours. And you know that. Now, for others of you, yeah, there were things that you didn't plan for. And it rocked your world. And you're just finding the balance. You're just learning how to get over. You're learning how to move on. And then there's you. You're ready. You're ready to move on, but it's like the past wants you to stay right where you are. The past isn't ready for change. I don't know what to tell you, but someone's gonna end it whether this wants to happen or not. Someone says, I'm done with this cycle of pain. I've reached the end of that lesson. That video game level, we're done. We're done there. We have learned the lesson of the Three of Swords. We're ready to move on. Literally, moving on. Three of Coin. Exactly. We're rebuilding now. We are building a new structure. Look at all your synchronicity, though, with the three. Three energy here. 3, 3, 3. You definitely could be seeing those numbers. 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4. The wheel. How synonymous, because you got a tower, right? And now the wheel's here to say cycles that were playing out in your life that are bringing you towards justice here. Okay, a cycle of karma was playing out. Time served. It's done. It's done. A third party situation that you were involved with? Yeah, that's done. For sure. It's done. Literally, this eagle, falcon, orange bird is dropping a feather. You see it? Literally. Literally. So pay attention, collective. Ooh. You're about to be single Pringle out here doing your damn thing. Yes, the High Priestess. I just spoke a truth. We're in the infancy, right? Some of you are having awakenings. This lesson that you went through, it's like it made you all the wiser. The High Priestess is just as much as about admitting what we do know as much as it is about admitting what we don't know. In that knowledge, we know everything and nothing, all at once. The infant has no opinion about itself, or the world, or you, or me. It is who it is. It has no judgment. None. There is a spirit baby, though, around you, too. Let's... Just got a Mary Poppins song. Mary? Could be someone's name. Up in the atmosphere, up where the air is clear, let's go fly a kite and send it soaring. Yeah. Go fly a kite. March is the kite flying season. It's the windy month, right? Kite season. A kite is going to be important. That was also in several readings ago. A kite. Let's go fly a kite and send it soaring up in the atmosphere, up where the air is clear. Let's go fly a kite. Look forward to the future. You can now paint your future any way you want it to be. Collective. Wow. It's a new beginning for you. There's no attraction around you too. I feel the need to tell you that. To end this message on a high note. There's new Three of Wands again. See, you're moving right along here. Three of Wands, just to clarify the Three of Wands, you can't make up energy like that, guys. Three of Wands. Headed to the Four of Wands. You're headed into a new relationship. Yes, you are. There could be a reconciliation in your upcoming future. Ooh. Six of coin. Standing for something. Reciprocity. Someone does want to balance things out with you. Taking a little bit of the past, it's shaping your future. Maybe some creative idea. Obviously, you can't go through this much pain and not be inspired, collective. So don't tell me that the pain you went through to get here hasn't inspired some idea in you. And if it hasn't, I don't want to say all that, but let's be real. Most of our creative geniuses out there are also people who've gone through a lot of fucked up shit. Okay? Can't help it. They're kind of one and the same, or they go with each other. Alright? Everyone who's experienced some level of hurt, loss, sadness, betrayal of any kind, some kind, typically translates it into some form of art or creative expression in any way you can think of. Okay? Queen of Swords is an artist. She is. She uses her mind to paint her future. Literally, to build her future. Literally, to build her future. Look. You see it for yourself. I don't have to, the offers are here, collective. It's happening. You could also it could be a major collaborative effort coming up for you. Some sort of work opportunity in the month of March, by the way. Keep going, honey. You're about to soar. Knight of Cups. Hello. Knight of Cups. Someone's coming in with a romantic offer. They may want to get you pregnant. You may want to get somebody pregnant. Either way. Woo! And that's where we hit pause on the situation, right? Hanged Man, all of a sudden. Or is that a rebirth? Or a full death? From the ashes. Advice. Can't make it up. Ace of Wands. Double Ace of Wands. Spirit's very, very clear. Very clear. Also, this fire energy, right? This ball of fire. I see you passing a torch. The Emperor again. It's something about the torch being passed to you. There's something about that. 4433, right as I said that. 4433, right as I said that. Guys, what's happening? I don't know, but we're going to end your message there, collective. The Emperor. Well, it's happening. And the big bosses are here to play. Definitely work opportunities are going to be looking super tight for you. You could be a Virgo. You could have this could even be some sort of spiritual practice. Maybe you're going through after you took the time to heal. And what does the hermit do? He takes the time to go within and figure his shit out. There. Let's get a final angel card message for you. I feel like you have become very focused on yourself throughout this journey of yours. It's not about other people. It's not about finding a lover. Sure, that's nice. Sure, that's great. And yes, love may come along, but be selfish enough to take this time for you. To make sure you're good in it all. So that you don't have to relearn these lessons over again. About the lesson of stability. It's not what it seems. The relationships, especially if you're not formed, you're not your own person. It's not what it seems. It's not all it's cracked up to be. I'm not saying that obviously to people who are in perfectly healthy relationships, you know who you are. What I'm saying is, for those of you who had to learn this lesson, myself included, guys, okay, this is a time and an era of loving oneself above all. Okay? Look at both sides of the situation. You do not have to agree, but at least be understanding. So it's kind of a compromise here you're making. Like an eagle, it is your time to soar. Do not fear that you will fail. Whether you believe you can or you believe you can't, either way you're right. Joseph Campbell. Follow your bliss. Joseph Campbell. Okay. Alright, guys, I hope you found messages here with this message. Please remember to like the video. Like this video because you're cool. I told you music was the theme. Love you guys. Take care. Bye.